Hi there, my name is Brian, the founder of the InterBank Signal Scanner and Forex Holding Trading Education. In this video, I'll take you through how basically to use our software, which is we deliver signals with. Right. Now, for the last few months, I've developed a software that is most orientated to deliver automated signals. What I mean, I'm not going to send you emails command with SMS commands as well to execute trades. The signals that I'm going to send to you will be fully automated straight to your account with iPhone and Android push notification. Right. To receive emails notification, it's optional as well. We do have that. Right. So now what the system requires, the requirements for the systems. You need to have an MT4 at least, a live account or a demo account. Now that is from a broker. You can choose any broker that you wish. The system will work as long as you have an MT4, whether it's a practice account or a real account. Right. So I'm going to take you through how to install, how does it work, how does it look like, and it does have a control panel as well. I'm going to take you through the control panel as well. Right, like I said, the very first thing that you need to have is an MT4. If you don't have an MT4, which is a MetaTrader 4, if you don't have a MetaTrader 4, you can download one. You can choose a broker that you wish to and open an account with them and subscribe for signals and start making money from the worker. Right. So we can go ahead and look for a broker. Let's say for instance we can go for INFX, and you go for INFX. Right. Now you need a trading platform which is called an MT4, a MetaTrader 4. You can go for that. And the other thing, the system cannot work on tablets or cell phones or your smart devices. Actually, you need a laptop and you need an MT4 that can run on a laptop, either a Mac or Windows setup. Now we're going to do a demonstration on a Windows setup. So it's still the very same thing on a Mac. You just need to have your MT4, and you just now it's going to be different. You're not going to auto install, but you're going to copy and paste the EA into your expert folder in your MetaTrader 4. Right. So step-by-step instruction are also included in the PDF that you'll get when you download the system or when you make any purchase of the system. Right. So we're going to go ahead and download a MetaTrader 4 platform for the PC. Right. I've done that earlier, so now we're going to just switch to the INFX MetaTrader 4. So you will just follow the installation wizard up until you reach to this stage. Right. So we're just going to do a practical, and we will open a practice account. So you need a new practice account, and you can put in your details, and you can accept the terms and conditions, and just need to put in the code there. Okay, it's South Africa. Yeah. Right. Next, it's going to generate an account for you. If you want to mesmerize this, you can take a picture of that, and yeah, there we done. Right. So you just made your subscription and you downloaded your MT4 and you made a subscription for the softwares. So you did have now your software. Right, it's gonna make those funny noises. If you ever try, you'll get used to it. Right. Okay. So from now on the folder that you did receive when you made the signal subscription, you'll receive a software and a PDF instruction how to install, and whatever that I'm going to take you through here. Right, so we're going to go ahead and open that folder, and that is your instruction in PDF, and that will be your auto installer. And if you're using a Mac, you just need to copy these two files and paste them under your terminal. Right, so now we're going to do auto installer. Okay, so you double click on your smart InterBank signal scanner. It should run an auto installer. So you're going to go ahead and click next. Accept the terms and conditions and go ahead and click on next. You'll click on next again. Now this is basically the list of MT4s that you have on your PC. If you wish to install this EA on all accounts that you have on this MT4s, you can just highlight all of them. If you wish to install only on the one, like for instance the one that we just installed now, that is an IonFX, we're just going to go ahead and install that one for now. Right, but if you want to install the software, to install the software on all the platforms, you can select all the platforms, but just for now we're going to go for this one. Okay, so you can click on next, and the installation is done. So click on next, and you want to run your EA. Right, so click on finish. So this your PDF, you can go through it, but for now I'm just doing that on a demonstration and a video, so you don't really need to go through it again. Right, so now your folder should be under your expect advisor, which is your EA. Right, just because we did run the auto installer while the platform is on, it's not going to show any now, so we'll have to reset the platform. So you just close the platform and come back and relaunch your platform. Now when you had your subscription, there will be a username that will be generated for you with two passwords. There will be a password to log in into your control panel, which is a web server of your EA, and you will have a password for EA. So while our platform is still opening, you can switch because we need the password for our EA. So you can switch to your control panel, then on the website you InterBank buttons cpan login. I redirect you to this page. That will be your email that you used, and the password will be generated to you. You have two passwords. You have a password to log into your control panel, and you have a password to log in to your MT4. Right. So for now, we can go ahead and log in on our website because we need to obtain our password. Right. Now when you get in here, you have a welcome message. We'll still have step that you need to conclude to have your remote signal running and receiving signals from a trade floor. So the very first step that you need to do is log in and make sure you follow a signal provider. Now you're going to have a list of signal providers, but for now we're only having one signal provider, which is our trade flow. Unless otherwise in future, we will, and I'll let you know with the email. Right. So if you want to follow a signal provider, you switch to a profile. So you go on the profile and navigate yourself to signal provider. Right. So now you're gonna have signal providers. So I have that signal provider and this signal provider as well. Right. So you just choose, like I said, you're only gonna get one signal provider and just follow that one signal provider, which is our trade flow. Right. So if it says you're not following the signal provider, and if you wish to follow the signal provider, which is you will copy all the trades that will happen from our trade flow. So you just follow the signal provider, and you're definitely sure you want to follow the signal provider, right? It ticked to a green. It says you are following the signal provider and transaction was successful, right? So you're gonna get hit back and trust it up there and start. Says activate a client EA. Are you client EA? It's the EA that is in your platform level. You just run the wizard on it, right? Select and click and see our EA. So our EA, it's already there, right? Now what you need to do, you have to close all this and remain with only EURUSD, where we'll upload our EA. Right? So the very first step that you need to do is to open up your EURUSD. Now to EURUSD, you right click and open chart window and extend this and put into 15 minutes. As soon as you upload your EA to this chart, please make sure you do not mess around with time frames, changing time frames. There's no good reason to do that, so just leave it there, right? So the next step that you need to do, now that we have our EURUSD charts on a 15 minutes, you need to enable the DLL files. So you go to your tools, options, and you should be at just going to check now, you expect advisor and allow DLL inputs. So as soon as this has been checked, and our auto trading, and as soon as that has been checked, we can click on OK. Allow automated trading, which is now you allow our EA to have the server, and allow a DLL inputs. So you can click on OK. Do not miss the step. Do not upload your EA before you allow the DLL files. Right. The next step being a drag, left hold and drag your EA to your chart. And now your EA will ask you for configuration. Now you're going to move to your command and make sure you allow live trading. Your DLL are being allowed as well. And you're going to go to your inputs. Now your password that you're going to put in there, it's in your control panel. So you go to your control panel. Your password should be under profile, and you go to connect your account, right? So as you can see there, I have my account. So you're just gonna highlight and copy your password. And go to your EA. Double click there and paste. Right. That's basically your password. Now you need to scroll in to enable notifications. So just scroll to your bottom and start on your level alerts. Now this number should be greater than 0. It's going to enable your email alerts and iPhone or Android push notification. So you just double click and just put in 3, right? Now your email by alerts should be true, alerts by push notification, of which is you can get alerts on your phone, your iPhone or Android. Should be true as well, right? Now that's almost what we change, right? If you realize my account that is on my platform and the account that is on my control panel, I just did this earlier, but yours should be blank or 0, and you should erase that and put in your account number. So my account number doesn't correspond now, and when we put in the EA, it's not gonna really work. So I'm just gonna put it in now. And that's the type of message you get to say your EA it's been logged to another account. So just visit your control panel and I'm on your account, right? So I need in this account, so I'm going to double click and copy this account and go to my control panel and paste my account and update my information. My information has been successfully updated. Now you have to go to your EA again, just right click anywhere under your charts and expect advisor, you go to your properties and just click on OK. So you're trying to reset the EA. Right. EA, it is indeed working now. Right. Now what you're required to do here is to have your EA in your platform online for 24/7, which is for 24/5, which is Monday to Friday, because we'll be sending signals from that time, right? If you know that's not going to be possible, you'll have to rent a VPS server, which is a VPS server. It's a matter of you taking your platform or whatever that is being uploaded on your platform to your online server, whereby your platform won't go on and off when you lose data or when you close your platform. I mean, you cannot have your platform or your laptop running 24/7 on a charger for that fact. So you'll have to rent a VPS. VPS are as little as $10 per month, and you can afford that. You can afford that with what you'll be making. Now, if you were to rent a VPS server, you'll have to remove everything that you don't need and basically sync your platform to an online server. Like I mentioned, a VPS is like you just taking your platform to a cloud server where it won't go on and line, but it's just on the server. It's online full time. When we send signals to your platform, we find your EA, it's online. Otherwise, when we send your signals now and we find that your platform is not online, the signals will have a barrier, they won't go through. So now let's try to set up it to we rent a server. So this is a great investment. You just hire a platform, you just invested your money, and you have your signals to be received, and you're just going to take your platform to a server. You'll come back maybe after a week to come back and check on your investments. Now that feels great, having someone that is growing your investment, right? Okay, so we're going to set up it and make sure we register for a VPS server. So like I said, you're going to remove everything that you don't need. So that goes as per your trading pairs, right? You'll leave only the trading pairs that we need. So you can close that and have a list there and just hide all those pairs, right? And remain with only the few that we only trade. And these pairs are also included in your PDF instruction, right? So we have a Euro USD on our list, which is we have 7 pairs that we trade. We have a Euro USD already on our list, and we're going to look for another symbols. So how do you pop up the window? You right click anywhere on the market watch and choose symbols. And these symbols we're going to look for the other 6 remaining pairs, right? So you have on my list, I have a Euro, GBP. So you can show that you have Australian USD. You can show that anything that has a Swiss franc, we do not trade it. So you're gonna have GBP, JPY, GBP, USD, and a USD CAD, and a UJ, USD, Japanese yen. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's your major pairs, right? So you can close that. That's only what we trade, right? It doesn't really matter if you have long, but when you rent FVPS 7, because those other objects that you don't need will basically have a memory on your VPS, and that can cause your VPS process to escalate. Right? So now what you're gonna do is you right click on your account and you register for a VPS. Right? So now I'm not gonna go through all the steps, but that's your VPS service there, and there is instructions about how to go about this. It's as simple as that, and it just costs $10 per month to rent a VPS. Right. So when you're done with that, your VPS they will confirm for you, and it will be online, right? That's how to install your EA or your InterBank scanner on your MT4. Now we need to set up your push notifications and set up your risk reward. Right. So now we're going to go ahead and set up our push notification. You click on the tools, options, and you go to notifications, and you enable push notification. Right. The meta codes ID, it's been found on your smartphone MT4 version. If you don't have, you can click on one of those 2 links, the iPhone, and you'll have a links to download the MetaTrader on your cell phone, on your iPhone, right? So when you need this information, you just go to your MT4 trader, you go to settings and messages, and on the bottom of your messages there will be my MetaCodes ID. Put in those ID there and test if it's really working, right? From there you can have your emails and enable an email and put in your email there, and that's it. Right. From there on, when we send you signals, you will have a push notification, and the signal immediately will be executed to your account. Right. Now let's go about how to set up our risk reward, which is and a max trades that we trade. We're not going to send you more than 3 trades at the time. That says we have a maximum of 3 trades, meaning if we open one position now, so we have 1 position running, we still can go 2 more. If we have more of just 3 trades, we're not going to open any new trade up until we have one of those trades or all the trades being closed. That's one of our rules in our trade flow, right? So we'll now go to your control panel, and if you go to your profile, connect your MT4. If you wish to stop receiving signals that particular day, if you feel like you don't want to trade that particular day, right, you can stop the signals, meaning whatever the signals that we did send that particular day won't go through your card, right? You simply do that by clicking on deactivate your EA, and let's say your EA it's been deactivated and you heard a funny noise that was from your MT4, and it says your MT4 it's been disabled, right? Meaning this day you won't have any new trades being open to your account, right? Be careful. If you do this, do not do it while you have running trades. That might cause our InterBank software to close all your running trades. So just wait up until your trades run and you can close, or you can deactivate your EA. For now, we'll go back and activate our EA. So you go back to your website and you did that, which is understand the risk that has been involved into a financial market. And you're going to activate our EA. Say successfully our EA has been activated. You go back to your EA and reset your EA. So you right click anywhere under your charts and expect that advisor and properties, and you're just going to click on OK, and your EA will refresh. Then your EA is back running. We're going to have signals sent to you with risk calculated and your stop loss and take profits, right? So now you know how to disable, how to stop receiving signals, and how to resume receiving signals. Now that is your dashboard. If you can go through, there are all the information where either your expert advisor has been installed, the subscription, and you said you're trading all the pairs, but we're not going to trade all the pairs. We're going to trade 7 pairs, so it doesn't matter. We're copying all positions, it doesn't matter. Some of the stuff will be controlled by us in our trade flow, so you don't have to worry about everything, right? So we can handle that. You can just relax and watch your money growing. Right? That sounds good. So you're gonna have your server, and you're gonna have your breakage time, you're gonna have your account, your average, and positions that have been open. So far we have no position that have been open, and some of the features you don't have to worry about them. As you realize, we have lots of features, almost 74 features, and like I said, you don't have to worry about them. We'll take care of everything. So let's go back to the most important things in our control panel. So you go back to your control panel. If you wish to change your EA password, you're more than welcome to do that, which is this your password. If you want to change your account, let's say for instance you're now going for a live account, you're going to delete the practice account. So just coming back here, update your account number and go back to your MT4 and just right click and you basically reset. You just click on OK, you reset, and it will update to your new account. Right. As well, when you switch accounts or you switch your accounts, make sure you don't have any trades running, because it might force the EA to close your trade. Right. So now let's go to your global settings, which is now that's where you're going to set up your risk calculation to your EA. So your EA setting should be on. And we're going to have money management mode. We're only risking percentage, right? Like I said, risk only percentage. Do not tend to ignore this, because this might cause serious losses. If we're using percentage and you're using money losses or money management mode, it's not going to correspond. So like I advise, only use risk percentage. And you'll ask me, why do we have a different money modes or management? We're using different strategies, but for now, currently, in this period, we're only using the strategy that we only risk the percentage. Up until then, we'll notify you with your email if we do have any amendments, if we do have any changes on our platform. So now set your risk to a percentage, and this says 1.0. It says we're risking 10% of your account, right? Do not try to fiddle around with that. As soon as you just switch into a percentage, it'll go to your 10% because that's the maximum that we did set on our side. So as well, like I said, do not fiddle around with that. Right. So now copy all current trades. By default, only new trades will be copied, and you can choose if you want to copy additionals. So now we can choose select, right? Hold up. No, that's not on the strategy. We're not using that one, but we're using a delayed mode. I forgot. Right. So you can accept trade signals, your entries, meaning when we make entries, you set the entries, unless otherwise, if you don't want to trade and you want to stop your EA, you can firstly stop the entries and update, and later on when all trades close on profits, you can stop the EA if you wish to. But for now, we don't need that. So we need new trades, we need modification of the trades and exits. So meaning when trades exit on our side, they should be exiting on your side. When we modify on our side, should be modified on your side. When you make entries, you should receive entries as well. Copy trades if they're ranging in this range of pips. So that says if you're not in a trade when we execute it, when you didn't get a signal, right, and you're in now and price is still ranging in between your entry, you'll only enter the setup if it's ranging within 5 pops, right? So delay the price if it's still ranging. If it goes above, you can ignore it. That's what's going to happen with that, right? So take profit with equity or money level, just leave it at 0.0. We're using a stop loss and take profit, and we're taking perps. We're now focusing on the money. Yeah. So stop loss if it's below that, leave it at 0. Pairs that we trade, like I said, you do not have to worry about everything. We will not trade anything that we don't trade. So do not worry about pairs that we trade and pairs that we don't trade. The take profit should be the same as the master account, and the stop loss should be the same as the master account that we've been traded in our trade flow. The margin level, that's very important, should be at 70%. All this by default will come as a default, and if your margin call or your margin fluctuates or it's floating below 70%, the EA will close all the trades and stop trading, right? As well, that saves you as well. Now the maximum of trades, it's going to be 3 trades. Like I said, we're not going to do anything that we're not supposed to do. So even if you don't have 3 trades there, we're just going to copy you the maximum of 3 trades, right? Now you can update and our client EA settings has been updated. Now looking at your symbol mapping, we do not need that. Like we said, we're going to take care of everything and take care of everything. So now this was in an instance of when we use a different brokers. If you use a broker and your symbol that represent gold goes as your couple, and on our side just says gold, so it should be mapped knowing that when it says gold on your side, if it's not saying gold, it should navigate the pair that says gold but in a different language. So that is your symbol mapping. You do not need that as well, right? So I'm going to walk you through here. So you have your account settings. Now you'll have your website logging in, which is your email address, and account type. You're a client, and you're gonna have your account created on this date, and your last login on your website, and your web subscription, and your auto trade subscription, which is your EA that is on your MT4, and your website subscription as the access that you have logging in your cPanel. Your website as well. Okay, right. So now you're gonna have your information there, and you have your automatically you have your email, and you'll have your name, your cell phone number, and the country. You'll have an MT4 account. So your client EA, it's online, which is on your MetaTrader 4. Your last logging in, we are on now. And trade positions, we just subscribe now. There's no positions that went through. Total trades open, there's nothing that went through. How much is in your account, equity, account number, and your name, and your broker, and the type of account, and the leverage that you did choose. So you can always come back and view your trade performance. Now we're gonna have your connect your EA, that's where you can deactivate, change your account, change your account number of your, if you wish, or if it happens that you change account numbers, you just amend your account number there. Your EA, it's only be logged to one account, so you cannot trade multiple accounts at a time, right? So at your global client EA settings is where you can set in your risk. As I said, your risk should be 1.0, that is a 10% in our side. Signal provider, you make sure you follow your signal provider. And notification, put in your email and you will receive email notification. Your password, that is your password to your website. You can change it at any time as you wish, and you can change your MetaTrader password as well. Right. If you wish to see the history of the trades that have been opened from trade providers, you can always come here and see all the trades and see the order numbers, and you see if they're still running or not, and what type, what pairs were being traded, and what type, what time, how many followers on the signal provider, and your price action. And now you're gonna have the TP, or just trades like that has a positive there. They hit a TP and you made 45 pops. Profits will be shown in pops, and you have 20 pops and you have 84 pops. This has been made in a day, and roughly that's how much we've been making in a day. You'll make roughly 200 pops to 20 pops minimum in a day. Right. Now you're gonna have in history what happened, and you're gonna have the results, the overall how the trade has been closed. If the trade has been closed manually and whatsoever, so you can see it there. Now you're gonna have your traders history, which is our followers. We have nothing now, this is just new. And have your support. If you have any issue regarding your EA or whatsoever, you can log in your support here, and I myself as Brian, I'll attend to your problem. Right, now these are the steps you need to basically follow before you give me your request, or before you submit your request. I need to have your EA dashboard, of which is that I need to have a picture. Is the problem, I can see it from there. And I need to have the folder where you log in your MT4, where you uploaded your auto installer, and I need to have your account history as well. Right. When you have that information, and you can tell me what happened, and you can upload all those on here, and you can just submit. I'll take a look before I answer, and answer appropriately. I try my level best to personally respond to everyone. I take normally 2 days to reply to someone, right? It depends. Terms and conditions, make sure you familiarize yourself with them. And now when you have your EA just running like that, you good to receive signals, and that's how simple things goes like. Right? So good luck, guys. Let's make this money. I've developed these systems to change your lives. There's many aspects that I've looked into before I designed such a software. Like I said, there's been majority in the game signal providers has been providing signals with an SMS. And like I said, if you understand business, you will know time is money, and we're not computers as well. So if someone is going to send you SMS commands now and then, trust me, you're not going to catch all the signals. Hence, I've designed this fully automated system. You make sure you do not miss any step, you do not miss any signal that you paid for. And yeah, our strategy we're making, the target will be 1,000 pops per month. Right, accounts have been doubled within 2 months. And yeah, guys, the rest is just history. So let's just make it happen. Subscribe to Signals, have the software. As you can see, it's a game changer, and it's what majority of people have been waiting for. I mean, I've been a mentor, and I know what students really need with my little experience that I have. Students need signals from the mentor, because they subscribe or they follow the mentor wanting to trade how the way they are profitable. Yeah. Sometimes trying to teach them, it might not take a short period to catch the strategy precisely. So meanwhile, you're still basically practicing and polishing the strategy, you still grow your money with the signals, that's what happens now. This comes as a compulsory. When you sign up for my course, you're gonna get this signal software. Meanwhile, you're still busy on your mentorship, you can receive signals and be growing your money. Right. If you still new, you didn't sign up for a course, you can just purchase the software and make money from our trade flow. Right. So good luck, guys. I hope I did explain my services. I hope I did explain the software, how does it work like. As you can see, there's no rocket science here. So hit a button and subscribe, and I'm waiting on the other side to hear from you and to follow you. Alright. Okay, good luck, guys.